you know, kind of like coffee. Hey guys, it's your Scentsy director here, Angela Tallarico Dalton, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my top picks for the best winter Scentsy fragrances. So whenever I say winter, I do mean Christmas. I did a top 6 fall favorites about a month or so ago, I believe, on my YouTube channel. So today is going to be all about winter, all about Christmas, all about the holidays, and I really hope you enjoy this video. And if you want to find out my top winter favorites, then go ahead and keep on watching. So like my fall video, I'm going to start at the end of my list, and then I'm going to work my way up to number 1. Number 1 being my top favorite pick for winter fragrances with Scentsy. And just to let y'all know, I tried my best just to pick some of our permanent fragrances, because trust me, like with cinnamon chai latte and stuff coming in as like a limited edition brick, it would be probably my number 1 almost. I'm really loving cinnamon chai latte, and it's actually still available even though November is over now. So all of our bricks that were here in November, they're going to be available while supplies last in December and January and so on, from what we know. So that's really good. I was really nervous about losing cinnamon chai latte because I am loving that brick. I've already broken into that brick twice since I got it, and that means something really good. So I tried to narrow it down to 6 because in my fall video I picked my top 6. So if you wanted to order my top 6 as like a fall bundle for yourself from my website, you wouldn't even have to think about it. I already named out 6 for you. You know, if you buy 5 Scentsy bars, you get 1 for free. And I just couldn't do it with the winter scents. So I have a top 8, and 2 of those in my top 8 have 2 scents in it, if that makes sense, because they're so similar and I could not choose between the 2. So you'll understand whenever we get there. But starting off at number 8, I chose Caramel Vanilla Delight. I have been warming this in my house already. If you don't know already, the Caramel Vanilla Delight came back as a Scentsy brick, as a limited edition Scentsy brick this past November, and it's still available. So this is the size of a Scentsy brick. It almost doesn't even fit on the camera. But a Scentsy brick is 17 fluid ounces. It is about 5.5 normal size Scentsy bars. So if I was holding a Scentsy bar, I have some back there, but it'd probably be about that big. So this it's bigger than my head, guys. And this Scentsy brick is only $24. So it's about $6 in savings. I have personally been loving Caramel Vanilla Delight. I believe it's one of the best warm, cozy, kind of like cafe scents that we have with Scentsy, and I've definitely been loving it. Let me read you the scent description for Caramel Vanilla Delight. I would love this in a car bar, by the way. So Scentsy, if you're listening out there, make this into a car bar, please. So the scent description for Caramel Vanilla Delight is caramel ice cream. Does that sound like caramel ice cream? Ice cream for ice cream? Scent description is vanilla ice cream, liquid caramel, and a splash of white rum. And guys, it's amazing. So only 2 of these cubes from the bricks fills up all 7 of my warmers. Just look. So I use those 2 cubes right here, filled up all the warmers in my house. I personally like to have the same scent throughout the whole house. It's good. The performance is good. It throws well. It lasts a really good long time, and I love it. And this Caramel Vanilla Delight brick is still available. So if you want to trust your gut and go with my gut, what? If you want to trust my opinion and you like bakery scents, please go ahead and pick you up one of these Scentsy bricks while you still can. It's only $24, $6 savings. I'm going to tag my website down below so you can shop from that, and go ahead and jump into one of my open parties. I have an Angie's, it's called Angie's Jingle Jam. Go ahead and shop out of that party, and thank you in advance. So rolling in for number 7 is Sugar and Spice and Everything Nice. So Everything Nice is definitely a scent that whenever I had first joined Scentsy and I smelled it, I really didn't think I liked it. But also whenever I joined Scentsy, I was also really picky. And now about after 9 to 10 months of being a Scentsy consultant, my nose has really opened its mind. if that makes sense. And I have been testing out so many different kinds of fragrances. I've been loving fragrances, and Everything Nice is definitely one of my favorites. I love the name. I think that goes perfect with like a Christmas or a holiday theme, Everything Nice, you know. So this scent, it says sugar and spice and Everything Nice, deep caramel and swirls of butter with roasted pumpkin and glazed pecans. I love it. It's good. Just like the Caramel Vanilla Delight. It really reminds me a lot of Caramel Vanilla Delight. I just feel like this, I think what I really smell differently in Everything Nice is the pecans and the pumpkin, because it has, you know, caramel, like buttery vanilla goodness in both of these bars, but this one, it does have a little bit of a different smell, if that makes sense. You want to smell it? Tell me your opinion, guys. Please tell me your opinion. But this is Everything Nice, and this is number 7 in my top favorites, and the performance is really well. I feel like the performance with Caramel Vanilla Delight is about the same. They both kind of warm the same way throughout our house. I really enjoyed the both of them, and go ahead and order it if you like Christmas scents, because you're going to love it. Oh, number 6 on the list is Eskimo Kiss, and Eskimo Kiss has been what I've actually been carrying around in my Scentsy Go for the last 2 weeks now. I have been carrying my Scentsy Go with me everywhere. I've been taking it to work. I took it to the hair salon today. I took it to the dentist. I take it literally anywhere. I just throw it in my purse. I love the Scentsy Go because you don't have to worry about anything spilling or having to clean it, or even, you don't have to think about turning it off. Like maybe if you forget to turn it off, it turns itself off after 3 hours of being on. So you save the battery life of your Scentsy Go, and then you also save the scent in your Scentsy pods that you have in there at the time. So Eskimo Kiss, it's been good. I love it. I've almost completely remembered the scent description for Eskimo Kiss, if that tells you anything. This one, let me go ahead and look it up so then I can just tell you, you know, the official one. Eskimo Kiss is blackberry jam, caramelized brown sugar, vanilla, and amber in a softly romantic scent. So it's good, it's strong, but it's not overpowering. Like blueberry cheesecake, I feel like blueberry cheesecake is the great bakery scent for people who really want the scent to like smack them in the face, I promise. And I mean, that's how I like my scents. But Eskimo Kiss is good, it's strong, but I just feel like it's so fresh, and not in a bad way, but I feel like it's so cold, you know, kind of like, you know, cold air outside, you know, and it's winter, and it's frosty outside, you know, whenever you wake up early and go to work in the morning. That's how I feel about this scent. So Eskimo Kiss, it's great. It's available in our porcelain ornaments, in our fabric ornaments. You can get the Scentsy pods for your Scentsy Go, get it in a wax, get it in a room spray, get it in a scent pack. I love Eskimo Kiss. It's nice. And the blackberry jam, caramelized brown sugar, vanilla, and I think the only note that I have forgot in my head is the amber. But it's good, I promise. It's a keeper. Okay, so number 5 is one of those that I mentioned earlier where I have 2 different scents for number 5. You hear that Tennessee accent coming in? Do you hear it? For number 5, I have 2 scents because they are so similar, but they're so different, and they're both so good and worth being number 5 on my top winter scents. So for number 5, I chose Iced Pine and Very Snowy Spruce. And Very Snowy Spruce is actually available in a Scentsy brick right now, like the Caramel Vanilla Delight from earlier. So Very Snowy Spruce is available in a Scentsy brick, which is the 5.5 Scentsy bars and 1 big brick that is limited edition and only $24. This one is great. I'm going to read you the descriptions for both. Very Snowy Spruce. Let's just open it up here. It's good. It smells like a Christmas tree. Please somebody comment down below and tell me, are Christmas trees spruce trees? Isn't a tree a spruce? I've never had a real Christmas tree. I don't know, so please let me know. I would love for you. I need you to answer my questions, okay? Very Snowy Spruce. It says, breathe in fresh forest air, balsam, spruce, and cedar branches. Embrace the warmth of amber and woody pine cones. This reminds me of our fake Christmas tree that we have because it has the little pine cones already on it. This is great if you don't like food scents, if you can't handle like lemon, clean, and citrus, and you know, like manly scents or anything. This is fresh. It smells like the outside. So you would love this if you're really, really picky with scents. I promise it's a really, really great fragrance for winter. It smells good. And if you really want to stock up on it, go ahead and grab a Scentsy brick and Very Snowy Spruce while we still have them. And you won't be disappointed. It's really, really good. And then for number 5, I have Iced Pine. And I'm gonna look this up for you too. So Iced Pine, it is a little different. But it's so, I don't really know how to explain the difference. You'd have to smell it. But Iced Pine, it says, as refreshing as a walk through newly fallen snow, green fir, and pine, kissed by icy peppermint. Okay, this one has peppermint in it. I never really noticed it until literally just right now. But I'm not a peppermint fan. I like peppermints, you know, like the candies for, you know, freshen your breath. I don't personally like peppermint scents. I'm just gonna go ahead and forewarn you and already let you know for the rest of this video that there's no peppermint. Sorry guys, my camera kind of cut me off there, so I don't really know where I stopped, but we're still on Iced Pine. So Iced Pine, it has peppermint in it. It has the pine cones, but it also has the green fir, and it says walking through newly fallen snow. So it's a really good one. If you think you're gonna like Very Snowy Spruce, I promise you're gonna like Iced Pine as well. This one is not too strong of a peppermint at all. As I read the description and smelled it, I just now realized that I do smell the peppermint in it. I like it. It's really refreshing, and it's really kind of like, it's really clean. I like it. So this is a good one. This is Iced Pine, and these were my 2 number 5, Very Snowy Spruce and Iced Pine. Okay, so number 4 on our list is one of our brand new Scentsy fragrances that came to us this fall and winter, and it is Gingerbread Donut. And again, play on words, you know, gingerbread houses, Christmas. Gingerbread Donut is awesome. I have warmed it. I do love it. It's very strong. I love food scents. It's perfect for me. I personally don't like gingerbread like cookies at all, really. I don't really like gingerbread flavor, but I love the smell of gingerbread. Like, I love the smell of gingerbread cookies. I could probably make gingerbread cookies just to smell them and not even eat them, if we're being real. But this is Gingerbread Donut, and the scent says, find a little slice of heaven in rich, indulgent folds of golden gingerbread, spiced donut, and vanilla bean. It's good. Oh my gosh, I want you to smell it. Smell it, sniff it. It smells so good. I love it. It reminds me of kind of like a gingerbread. Like if I go to Dunkin' Donuts before work one morning and I get like a gingerbread latte or something like that, this is what it's gonna smell like. This is good. I love it. Don't even have any other words to say about it. But Gingerbread Donut is number 4 on my list, and if you like these kind of scents, guys, just trust me. Just trust me. I wouldn't lie to you, I promise. So number 3 on my list is the second item on the list that has 2, because they're so similar but so different, just like the Iced Pine and the Very Snowy Spruce. So at number 3, I have, for all you cranberry lovers out there, Cranberry Garland and Very Merry Cranberry. So these, I can really discuss the differences. So Very Merry Cranberry, let me look it up. So the scent description of Very Merry Cranberry, it says, lush winter berries pop against a backdrop of snow-covered cedar, creating a lovely winter landscape. Very Merry Cranberry, I feel like this one is more berry. So if you just want like a really, really great cranberry fragrance, this is the one to go to. The difference between this one and Cranberry Garland, you're gonna learn. Cranberry Garland's description, it says, sweet tart cranberry grounded by sage and earthy pine cones. So Cranberry Garland has more of an earthy scent to it. Kind of like, you know, the Iced Pine or the Very Snowy Spruce. This one has more of a woodsy scent. It also says sweet tart. It's sweeter. So Very Merry Cranberry, it's more berry. If that makes any sense. Berry, sweeter. Berry, sweeter. Cranberry Garland it's more of like the tinselly, outdoorsy, good kind of like Christmas decor cranberry, if that makes sense. Cranberry Garland reminds me a lot like Frosted Cranberry from Bath & Body Works. I used to be obsessed with those candles. I still am. I do love candles in the fall time because while I'm home, I do not leave candles on while we're gone. But I like to mix it in with scents. So a Frosted Cranberry will mix perfectly with Cranberry Garland, and it's really good, promise you. So both of these cranberries made it at number 3 of my list, and they're both really, really great. Okay, so number 2 on my list is also available at Scentsy Brick right now until supplies last, and it is Christmas Cottage. So if you've noticed, the name theme of this video is Christmas. I'm sorry, I love Christmas. I love the holidays. I love this time of year. This is Christmas Cottage, and this is definitely the spicy kind of Christmas scent that you'd want. So this is more spicy versus like the Everything Nice, Eskimo Kiss, Gingerbread Donut, Very Merry Cranberry, or the Cranberry Garland. I don't really feel like any of the ones I've just showed you have like a cinnamon or, you know, spices in it. Everything Nice does have spice in it a little bit, but Christmas Cottage, this is what you need. I feel like I might warm Christmas Cottage like on Christmas morning because this is great. So this reminds me a lot of shopping for Christmas decor. The scent description, it says a cozy, inviting blend of Valencia oranges, raspberries, cloves, and spices. So it has orange in it. So it has a little bit of citrus in it. It says the raspberries, which keeps it kind of like in the cranberry kind of family, I guess, and if that makes sense. But it also has cloves and spices. So this one, I feel like the berry and the citrusy part of it, it's really kind of muted. I feel like the main kicker in this one is the cloves and spices. It's available in a car bar. I cannot wait to put it up in my car. And it's also available in a Scentsy Brick. So if you really like Christmas Cottage, or if you really think that you're gonna enjoy Christmas Cottage, go ahead and stock up on a Scentsy Brick. So number 1 on my top winter picks for Scentsy fragrance is Silver Bells. I have been in love with Silver Bells. I didn't even know what Scentsy was last Christmas, so this winter and fall is my first time experience Scentsy with the holidays and the season, and I've been in love with Silver Bells. It's fresh, it's clean, it has candy cane in it, but it's vanilla at the same time, so it's not minty at all. I feel like the mint part just kind of like refreshes you, and the car bar is still in my car right now. I've had it for about 3.5 weeks and I'm loving it. It's also available as a brick and I love it. I might have to pick me up another brick of this before it sells out. But Silver Bells is number 1. It's my top favorite Scentsy fragrance so far for winter. And the scent description, it says minty candy canes dance over warm and welcoming pear, all enveloped in a velvety blanket of caramel and vanilla sugar. It's so good. It's so good. The lid kind of popped off, but that's okay. It's so good, and it's light. It's not one of those that's gonna burn your nose when you smell it. It's so light, but it's so strong. It's warming in the house right now. I've had it in there for a couple days at all my warmers. You notice that I've used 2 of these cubes right here for my whole house, and it surprises me. Like, it surprised me how much I loved it whenever I hung that car bar up and had been driving for a few days, because I knew it was good, and like I knew it was good, I knew it smelled good, I knew I was gonna like it, but it caught my attention and I love it. I have been loving it in the house. I was worried about it being such a light kind of fresh scent that it wasn't gonna really perform that well. I'm loving it, and this is Silver Bells. It's available in Scentsy Brick right now. They're so big, I cannot get over how big these are. But that's my number 1 pick. So I really hope you all enjoyed my top winter fragrances for Scentsy. Remember that this is all my personal preferences, and if you have a list of top winter fragrances for Scentsy, I would love to hear that. So comment that down in the comments down below. Let me know what you have been liking. Let me know. I want to know one scent that has really surprised you. Like, I've had so many scents, like Bonfire Beach. Whenever I smelled it in my testers, whenever I first joined Scentsy, I never knew that I was gonna like it. I didn't like it, but whenever I finally tried out that card bar and I finally tried warming it in the house, I just instantly fell in love. It's now one of my top all-time, year-round favorite Scentsy scents, and it surprises me. So Scentsy surprises me every single day, and I want to know one scent that has been surprising you lately. And that is it for today's video. We do have 2 brand new bricks that were released today. We have Sugar and Shimmer, and we also have a really great bundle for those 2 bricks. So you can get 1 shimmer brick and 1 sugar brick for, did I say that right? You can get both of the new bricks for only $40. So that's about like $20 in savings, because 1 brick is $24. So if you get 2 bricks for $40, that's automatically $8. But if you think about it, 1 Scentsy brick is about $6 in savings if you were versus, you know, the same amount of Scentsy bars price-wise. And I mean, that's $20 in savings for this bundle. I cannot wait to get my hands on Sugar and Shimmer. I'm so excited. I actually have a shimmer card bar up there. Shout out to my friend in UK, Miranda. You contacted me and you wanted to do a product swap because the UK actually has some scents that the US can get and vice versa. And I haven't even used one of my shimmer card bars yet because I want to wait till it's kind of like spring and stuff outside, because I feel like that might be a really good spring scent. So whenever I get my hands on a Sugar and Shimmer brick, that's going to be the first time I've ever smelled it. I'm really excited. But yeah guys, that's it. So I'm going to tag my VIP group down below. If you'd like to join my VIP group, please, only customers only. I try to keep my VIP group only for customers, not for other consultants unless you're in my downline. So I'm going to tag my Facebook VIP group down below. I'm going to tag my Scentsy Whiff Box group down below, and I will tag my website down below. And go ahead and just find me on all other social media platforms while you're at it. So, as always, don't watch me guys, join me, and have a great night.